Hello, this is Lucid Sky Dreamer, and I'm going to show you guys a preview, I guess you'd say, because this game is not completely done. So we'll do a preview of H1Z1. We're going to go ahead and get started on this. We're going to go do a PvE server, just so we don't have people messing around with us. As you can see, this game's really rough. It's in what would be called a, I guess, pre-alpha stage, something like that, or early alpha. So the character choices that you can do are very limited. You got 2 dudes and 2 chicks. This is a zombie survival game, very similar to DayZ. There are just a few minute differences. I haven't really had a chance to play DayZ. I'd really like to do that at some point in time and put up a video of that for you guys. So you're gonna have to forgive the graphics on this because it is in the early stages of production. But let's get going. Okay, when you start off, you'll see that you're a little guy who's got nothing going on for him. You start out in the middle of nowhere, and you have to meet some survival needs. In the bottom right corner, you'll see you have hydration, stamina, energy, and health, and those will constantly dwindle, and you have to keep resupplying. Right now, our only means of getting around are a very crude hand-drawn map, but we'll go ahead and look for a town. Where we at? B8. We'll look for some sort of town that we can find some supplies in and do something worthwhile. Until you get a compass, really, the only way to find out where you are at is to just run in a direction until your position changes. So like you can see, that the graphics are a little rough, but you do have many different things that you can collect at your disposal. Right now we're going to get some raspberries, or blackberries, sorry. And you see I'm also getting some branches, which we'll use later for our crafting system. These berries provide very few benefits, but they will keep you on your feet when there's nothing else to be had. Like you can see here, pretty much my inventory is taken up by a couple of branches. When you start off, you really have hardly anything at your disposal. You just have a few band-aids and a map and a flare is really all you start with. You have your pockets, a little fanny pack, and some blue jean pockets. So our first order of business will be to get into a town and scavenge some supplies to make a backpack and some crude weapons. A bit later we can go into some base building, and you can explore that aspect of this game. Me personally, I really like this game. It's interesting, and it's definitely something. They're trying to work out a formula for a zombie, open world zombie survival game, and they're getting really close to the perfect game over the years. I'd say in the next day or so, or not next day or so, next few years, next couple years, they'll have a game that's really kick butt, and that's everything that we've been looking for. But it's still a genre that's shaping up for sure. I'll probably go ahead and edit some of these transversing parts out, but there is a lot of walking in this game. They are working on adding vehicles, but they're going to be very far and few between. For most of the time, you're just going to be hoofing it, and that's why you have to keep an eye on your energy and stamina and stuff like that. While the graphics are crude, you can see that it will eventually one day be a very nice open world that you can explore. So we are heading west. Sorry to interrupt that. We're heading west because I went from B8 to A8. So unfortunately, we have to turn our rear end around. That's why this really sucks until you get a compass. Once you get the compass, you can either make one, or you can find one. They're pretty easy to find. We have a zombie chasing us right now. Probably, yeah. Well, he's not. He was for a minute, but he's decided to do something else. But once you find the compass, it's very invaluable to your getting around. It's a pain in the ass to find stuff. Coming up on our left here is what sets this game apart from the other ones. You can see what are called, I guess you call it a fort or a player building. There's a very extensive crafting system in this game, and one of the things you can craft are different walls and doors and chests and stuff like that. Like you can see this guy, he actually hasn't built anything yet. He's just built a wall. Eventually I'll probably put doors and a roof and some other things in there, and we won't be able to get into it at that point, but it's pretty neat. And to discover how to craft stuff, you have to just pick the items. Like, let's say we want to put a branch in there. We don't have any other items, but we put the branch in there and it says there'll be 3 more recipes I can find. So if I put like a piece of cloth or something like that in there, it'll have a recipe that we can go ahead and learn, and then we can do that in our crafting and make whatever goodies that has. Which, like you can see, is very basic. We'll be learning a few basic recipes just to help us get around and survive and stuff. I'm actually going to probably go ahead and stop recording this really quick, just because I don't know how long I'll be till I get to a town. I'll start it back up when I get there, so I'll see you guys in a minute.